you find me with the guy with the pot belly,
I should just
two
know.
things. He either has money.
No, I'll just know you have settled. Now there is why
He
did
either
you
has
settle?
money or I settled. What? But even if he has money, I would have settled.
Yes, because
there
you
are guys who
settled
are
for the
fit
money.
and they have money.
Yeah, you settled for the money. Hi guys, welcome to yet another episode of Purely Candid. I'm Izzy.
And I'm Nadia.
And in this episode, we are excited to talk about a topic that affects both of us. We are going to talk about settling. So Nadia, what should we expect in this episode?
We'll be talking about settling, but also asking whether it's settling or is it actually compromise. We'll be finding out reasons why people find themselves in a situation where they have to settle or to compromise on certain things that they really, really wanted in the first place.
Yeah. And how do you know that you actually settling?
Yeah, how does someone know that they're actually settling? What are the signs that you're settling?
Yeah. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you find this episode helpful. So Nadia, before we get into the whole settling thing, what has caught your attention of late?
Will and Jada.
Yep. That has really been a hot topic.
They've been trending for not the right reasons. Maybe for the right reasons.
For the right reasons, actually, because
Jada released the book, right?
Now everyone is talking about her. So now we are more intrigued to find out what is actually in that book.
I think we're talking more about Tupac. It's like his ghost has come to haunt people or something. Jada confessing her love for Tupac.
Okay, to me, it feels like that is an attention stunt because Tupac was such a big brand that it won't take us almost 3 decades to actually find out that they had a relationship. Okay, 2 or whatever number of years that they actually had a relationship. Was there even a relationship? Or she is fantasizing a relationship in order to make us even be a lot more intrigued in the book? Because if she was just talking about, we separated, everyone knows she banged Alcina, so it wouldn't really be such a big deal. But now
they had an entanglement.
Yeah. Entanglement, banging, screwing, eating, whatever you call it. It was a sexual thing. Yes, between a man and a woman. So I feel as if the Tupac thing is to bring up more conversation, to start a conversation. But also the fact that everyone seems to be judging her. Do you think it's fair?
Yes, for me, Tupac aside, I feel like the Tupac thing is really for relevance. I mean, he was an icon. Yeah. He is an icon. So, I mean, throwing his name in the book, whether or not they had a relationship, I think it was just for that. For the clout. For the clout.
Yeah.
But I think what is really rubbing me about this whole thing is that people put her and Will on this pedestal as relationship goals.
Did we, or they put themselves on this pedestal?
Did they?
Because I feel as if
they made us did by pulling us into the whole, we are still together and whatever.
No, it's not even that. They seem like the perfect couple of like they agreed about everything in the public eye, how they raised their kids, it's like as if there's never been a fight between them. So they have always painted like a rosy picture.
But they had the red table talk and they came clean about their relationship. Like at least not 100%, but they shared something.
But at that time, she did not mention that they had separated. She said we were not together in that period, but it was not like the full conversation. Yeah. So in the red table talk, and also another thing is, do you think Jada is a narcissist?
I was mad at Jada, and for reasons that why do you have to put all this out in the public? I felt like she was making this man look bad. Yeah, like I lost all.
She was making the man look bad, or she was making herself look bad.
Honestly speaking, as a woman, I really felt sorry for her guy. Like, why do you have to drag this man through all this?
But now, to me, she's making herself look bad and making Will look like a victim. She's making us
feel sorry for the guy.
Yes.
No one wants to be felt sorry for. Why do I have to have pity for this guy? I'm supposed to respect him and look at him as a superstar. Now I'm here feeling sorry for him. Oh, poor Will. That's not a good place to be in. But anyway, that aside, I think after thinking about it a lot, I'm like, you know what? These guys are just human beings. At the end of the day, they are a couple. they are in the they're in the limelight. Obviously, you don't want to put everything out in the public unless it suits you. And in this case, they're making money. And that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
What has intrigued you?
So what has intrigued me of late is Kiki Palmer, and he's called Darius, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And of course, at the beginning of their whole, you know, her getting on stage with Asha and this and that, to me, I first blamed her.
I also blamed her, yeah. I was
yes, because I'm like, okay, this shows the highest sign of disrespect, because it shows that there was already a problem in Paradise.
Thirsty. She was acting thirsty, honestly.
Not just acting thirsty alone. The fact that she put it like, it's like rubbing something in your face. And to me, I do not actually blame Darius for his comment, because he said, you are a mom. But to me, it made me feel that by the time he has to come and post it online and not tell her in private, there's a possibility that he has been telling her over and over and over again, she doesn't listen, and that's why now...
respect him.
Exactly.
You said last time that it's because she pays the bills, so she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, no, she pays the bills, true. Now, does that mean she can do anything she wants? No. However, by the time they were getting together, he knew her lifestyle. It doesn't come as a shocker. And that's why I'm saying she felt entitled, because, like, why are you shocked now? You got me when, you know, my boobs are always hanging out. I was, you know,
she had no boobs to start with. Let's be real. Her body has... Since having the kid, she looks good, yeah. So
now you're saying that she just started doing that now?
She must have dressed a certain way, I'm sure, before having a child.
Yeah.
But what I really think is, when a woman has a child, something changes. The same way you would do certain things before, you're not going to do that when you have a child.
Yeah.
It's just, I think, that motherhood thing of, like, you want to respect yourself more. Not that you're not beautiful and you can still show off your body. You can do some of these things, but you don't have to
go
on
stage
with Asha,
for Kim Kardashian,
with your ass out. I mean, we can say the same for Kim. And for that, I am very sure.
She's more respectful now.
Where Kanye was telling her to cover up. He himself telling her to cover up.
No, but then you said, as a mother, you start to respect yourself more. You start to do all these things.
You should, ideally.
Okay, so...
But if your body is what pays the bills, then I think you would have a different perspective. Not like if you're Kim.
Yeah.
You have to find a way to stay relevant.
Yeah. Okay, so the fact that right now Darius has all of a sudden become the villain, and of course it has come out how, like, you know, he's a narcissist, he's abusive. But my question was, didn't she also know all that before having a baby? Because the same way we are saying you should have known about her, you know, like her tendencies before they got together, is the same thing that I also want to throw to her. Because right now she's not acting as a victim, and I'm asking myself, have you just realized this now?
I wouldn't say she's acting as a victim, because now she is actually a victim of sexual, what's it called? Domestic abuse?
Yes, domestic abuse and everything.
Yeah, and I don't know, for some reason people get sucked into these things.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that this is how it happened. She knew about him, she knew he was violent, and now she's stuck in, I mean, she's now trying to bring it out.
Yeah.
Now that they're having all these blown up issues in the media. I don't know, it's hard to say, but
yeah,
I'm also of the view that it could have been handled better.
Yeah.
Mostly that whole thing of him calling her out on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now to them having a restraining order, like it's just too much, honestly.
Yeah.
And they have a child.
And also maybe to her defense, the fact that, you know, she has complained about him love bombing her, him gaslighting her a couple of times.
It wasn't a healthy relationship.
Yeah, it probably was not healthy. Yeah. But anyway, let's go back to the main topic, settling.
Yeah.
And if we are to take it up from the two stories.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nadia, how would you define settling?
Tough one. For the longest time, I thought it was someone who, like, say, if you're looking to have a relationship or to get married, you would have like a list of things that you like in a partner.
Yeah.
Money, height, this, that. I always thought that it's something that you, like, have your list of.
Like a checklist of your perfect mate.
So you go and say, this one, I've allowed, I'll not get it. This one, maybe. You put a maybe. So you have a list of things that are maybe like your top priorities in a partner.
Yeah.
Things that you will let go of. And then you weigh out maybe the person that you're with, or people that are asking you out and say, I think this is my this is my list. I'll just go and make a choice of like the most top 5 realistic items on the list.
Yeah.
I thought that was settling was, in my opinion. But I've come to learn that it is when someone deliberately or intentionally lets go of like their top priorities in a partner for one reason or the other. So if maybe money was important to you in the beginning, you're like, as long as he can provide food, I will stay with him. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My definition of settling is probably not much different from that, but to me, settling is you being with someone whom you think does not offer the things that you want in a partner. It could be everything, it could be some things, it could be most of the things. Like you said, I don't know if necessarily I'll say having a checklist of my perfect mate, but there's certain non-negotiables.
Yeah.
And then if you end up being with, for example, Nadia, you've always made it clear that you will never be with a man who has a big stomach, a pot belly.
That's me.
Yeah. So if you end up with,
if you find me with the guy with the pot belly,
I should just
two
know.
things. He either has money.
No, I'll just know you have settled. Now there is why
He
did
either
you
has
settle?
money or I settled. What? But even if he has money, I would have settled.
Yes, because
there
you
are guys who
settled
are
for the
fit
money.
and they have money.
Yeah, you
there are
settled
many-
for the money. Who are fit and they have money.
Yeah, let's not listen to that guy. What's his name? The guy who had the big stomach saying that if someone has 6 packs, then they are broke. I don't believe that shit.
Mondo.
That lousy guy with a big stomach who can
Mugisha
never
Mondo?
touch his toes.
Whatever. Okay, so Nadia, why do you think people settle in your view?
Let me first start by describing people who settle. Typically, who
Yeah.
settle. Most likely you'll be a woman above 30. Okay, not above 30, above 35. 40 upwards, let me say, 35 upwards. It will most likely be someone who has been in relationships, in and out of them, and now you are tired of the streets.
Okay.
Maybe a man that has also been hurt in the past and things have happened. He maybe some slave queen ate his money and or he gave her transport and she never came. Like people who have been hurt, who have been through some bad experiences, and they're like, you know what? Let me just be with this one, you know. Yeah, I feel like people who are having biological clock pressures, like something is ticking. Family is on your case. When are you getting married? When are you getting married? So you find the next available guy and boom, wedding. So that happens to certain type of people. I wouldn't say someone in their 20s unless there's really something bugging you to stay with someone. But it can also happen.
Didn't you beat up yourself at some point in your 20s thinking, oh my God, when am I going to get married? I also want to have a baby. I want to get, I want to have a wedding.
I didn't beat up myself to settle in marriage. Maybe to settle for someone in a relationship. Yeah, it happens. And actually settling doesn't mean that you actually get married to someone. Sometimes it means you just stay in a relationship even when you know it's not good for you. Yeah. Yeah, of like, this guy is an abuser or is abusive, but you're like, let me just stay with him. Yeah. Maybe because he's paying
he has
rent,
money. Yeah.
Or,
he's taking care of your family. Yeah. He's doing all these things.
Even if you're young, you can actually find yourself in a scenario like that. So I think it happens at different levels. But I think mostly happens if someone decides to permanently like get married to someone or even have a child with them. Yeah. Yeah. So back to the question you asked about why people settle. For me, I would say age is a big factor, mostly for women. We know the marketplace value of a woman is higher when you're in your 20s. That's when you have many suitors coming your way. When
you have options.
The waist is snatched, the skin is skinning.
Everything
like a lot of things are going your way.
Right, yeah.
So for that reason,
as you grow older,
as you get older, you realize you really don't have as many options. Yeah. And the ones that are there are not really the options that you would want. They're not your dream guy. They're not the guy with the pot belly.
They're not ticking the boxes. Yeah. Because for some reason, as you were younger, in as much as you had a lot of options, the guys who were coming also did not tick your boxes.
Yeah, but I mean you had more options to choose from.
More options, but okay.
And you could decide to say, you know what, if all the guys coming my way have money, let me get the guy who has money, but also treats me nicely. I mean, you have like, I can get at least the things I want, not what I need, but also what I want. So I feel like when you are younger, the options are there, and also because you have time, you have enough time to make up your mind.
Time is there, but then Nadia, let us say that in most cases, when you are money is a big deal in relationships. True. Every woman wants a man who can provide, not just providing bare minimum, provide comfortably.
Yeah, nowadays we want the trips every now and then. We want the luxury.
It's not even trips, just Nadia. I want so that in the event that I get pregnant, I give birth, and I'm having this whole mom guilt of going back to work. I want to know that I can quit my job and be a full-time mother for a full year without worrying about are the bills gonna get paid, because you know my husband is probably stressed, and you know, and my money is needed, and blah blah blah. So we need that comfort. Now, as girls are younger, you have a lot of boys in your inbox, but most of them are good looking and broke.
But also let's accept the fact that many young women are being approached by men who have deep pockets.
They have deep pockets, but also they don't want to settle with you. They don't want to, like,
but
settle
at least
down.
The options are there.
May
not be the right options, but the options are there.
So definitely, yes, age is a very big factor. Now, for me, and of course, later on in the episode, we shall give our experiences as well. But for me, the biological clock. So it's still related to age, but the biological clock pressure has been a very big decision in why women settle. Because now you start feeling as if, okay, I want to have a baby, and you know, the guys who are coming my way are either not proposing marriage, or they are not ready for, like, you know, a serious relationship. So I end up saying, okay, who can I have a baby with now before my eggs become stale, so that at least I have something. And then all you look at is, you know what, are his genes good? Will he make a good father? Like, it doesn't matter if at all he doesn't tick your boxes. He's not, you know, you're 6'5" or 6 feet, whatever.
Knight in shining armor.
Exactly. He's not your knight in shining armor. He doesn't drive the car you want etc. But you're looking at the clock and you're like, okay, every single year that goes by, my clock gets louder. Tick tock, tick tock. So women end up settling because, you know, of the biological pressure.
Sure.
And do you think men settle?
I think men settle. Men settle for different reasons than women do. I think men would settle for a good mom, a responsible woman who can be a good mother to his children.
So men in other words, are they desperate to have
nurturing
children?
Women? Not necessarily, but I mean, you'd want a woman that can make a home, like they say, make a home. I don't know, whatever that means. She can look after you. She can respect you. Maybe it's not settling per se, but it's being realistic about your choices. Because I mean, the guy that dates the slay queen may not marry the slay queen. Down the road, he may make a different choice. I remember how we were laughing at, who was it that we laughed at, that had, I used to date some very hot chick and then married some very not so hot chick. Eventually, some local celeb in Uganda, I will not mention their name. But I mean, it happens a lot for men. You see people that they date versus who they marry, and how did that happen?
It feels like day and night. Okay, I think another thing for women is women have fear of being alone. For some reason, I don't know why. It scares women mostly.
Everyone,
I feel as if men have kind of had it easier in the dating game. Women, because a man is not going to be with a woman he doesn't want to be with. But a woman, a jakuguma, she will stay. She'll be like, okay, this is what I have. What if I don't get another person? etc.
But one could argue, except for financial security, I would think marriage favors men more than it does women.
It definitely does.
Yeah, because for me, yes, if I have the kids, they have gone to, they have given birth to the children, they have gone to school, they're out of their home. What business do I have in that home anymore? But a man needs someone to look after him.
He's a baby of his own.
He's a baby. Like a woman in her 50s, 60s, like after giving birth to kids and they're out of the house, she has peace.
Does
Her work
she
on
though?
earth is done. Yeah, she has other things to do with her time.
But then you
She'll
also
come and
said,
move into your home and stress her daughter-in-law.
you also
She has lots of things to do with her time. For you now.
no, but you also said that at that okay, as a woman grows older, their options start diminishing.
So she
at
got
that
you because you were the option she had, and now that she has ticked the box. I got married. I had the kids. I made the home. I'm done.
But very, very rarely will you find that a woman, after, kids are out of the house, very rarely can she get a younger guy.
Yeah, but also,
Men,
how many women do you find remarrying? Even when their husbands have died. There are very few. Women have no use for men if they have the financial security. And also, their names have been cleared. Oh, she got married, Michala so and so. She is done. No need for another man.
But then the fear of being alone, I feel as if it's bigger for women.
Yeah, it's bigger. But the truth is, if a woman has a child, has children, has grandchildren, they are more fulfilled than having like a husband that they have to look at every single day. My husband is here. I feel like men need that more in their old age, because men in their younger age they are more out there chasing women, chasing other women, chasing money. A woman is at home. So when the kids are out of the home, she now has time for herself. I would argue it that way at least.
Okay, then you spoke about people being tired of dating. I feel as if for men, laziness also at times is a very big issue. Of like, they
Vibing
just become complacent. Of there is this one who is there. I've been dating, the slay queens have eaten my money and this and that and blah blah blah.
And
so
then for you, they're auditioning your wifeness.
Exactly.
You've
for you, they're
auditioned
auditioning your wifeness and
washed
this.
the,
Like, he doesn't really see anything, but the fact that he's lazy to go out there. And men also have a tendency of having lots of placeholders. Of she's just a placeholder, but then all of a sudden now, if she leaves the house, he doesn't know what to do with himself. So the whole laziness thing, I think, affects men more in the settling game, because he doesn't know how to clean, he doesn't know how to cook, like to an extent that at times you are with a married woman and the guy is calling, where are my socks? Dude, we live in the same house every day. How comes you don't know where your socks are? So I think men become so lazy and so complacent, and that's why he said there was this celebrity couple who used to date this high class, then ended up for Anantumbwe from Chana Mukaka, and then you ask yourself, I think he just got lazy, because it's like this one is available, she's nurturing, she's this, she's everything, and then
But I think to the point of laziness, I feel like men do not like to put in the work in relationships. So like they'll get the
person who will take care of them.
Of like, this one, she's okay with my bullshit, I will stay with her. But still, on Reason People Said, I feel strongly that self-esteem comes into it.
Very big.
Like feeling you cannot do any better than this guy. Paul answered, Paul is a nice guy. Nanga, he takes care of me. Bambi Paul. And you also be like, Bambi Paul. You actually feel sorry for the person you're choosing. And the moment you feel sorry for someone that you are choosing to be with, so you're already settling.
So is the low self-esteem on the side of the person who is settling?
The person choosing, one, you think you cannot do any better than them. You feel genuinely that for you as a woman,
this is the best
you can do. This is the best I can do. There are nice guys out there, but are they attracted to me? Can I keep up
their standard?
With their standards? I feel like it's also like a comfortable choice that someone is like, you know what? I don't want competition.
Exactly.
Going like for a hot guy, a rich guy who has money, that's like too much.
And then we are like every single time, there's a new one, you're stressed, you're pressured, you're this.
You're always fighting your competitors, your co-wives. It's like juju, what? It's like
And talking about stress and pressure, family pressure. When are you getting married? Is that him? When are you having a baby?
Coming.
Christmas is coming. Valentine's is coming.
Boyfriends for
Where's
hire.
your boyfriend? You're sitting at home, like all this pressure from family, everyone in your ears. Nadia is getting married. Me, I'm not yet.
You're tired of escorting all your friends, your cousins, you've been
and
made
the
1,000
pressure comes
times.
from like 360 degrees. For a man, the pressure will probably come in when like he's now like a senior bachelor in his mid 40s, going to like late 40s. For a woman, by the time you're clocking 30, from
when you finish
from
campus.
after campus, people now start. So it gets a certain point whereby you're tired of people asking questions, and you're like, you know what? Let me just get whosoever is available, and I settle with them.
So aside from the reasons people settle, what are some of the signs that you have seen in yourself as well? Have you settled?
Have I settled?
We'll get to that.
Yes.
But what are the signs of someone settling? Are there telltales or someone can, okay, like now it's a sign I'm settling?
Okay, so for me, one of the biggest telltale signs is when you start envying other couples. You start wishing you also had that. Of like, every couple seems to be better than you. You're starting to wonder, okay, you know, the other ones are happy, me I'm not happy. The other one has been taken here, me I'm not. So like every happy couple irritates you. Because if you're happy, you're focusing on your own relationship. But the fact that you are disgruntled all the time, you are sad to see other couples happy, that just clearly shows that there's trouble in paradise.
But is contentment really possible in a relationship? Can you be there and you're like, I am couple goals?
Honestly speaking,
we just talked about Will and Jada. I mean, from the outside, someone would think it's a couple goals.
Yes.
You know, we're looking up to
and
them.
Then on the other side, she's telling us how Tupac was the love of her life. So she kind of settled for less. You understand? And yet for us, we are seeing, oh my God, Will. So
yes, I think to your point, I think what you're saying is that someone can be with someone, but they're not content. They're always looking out, hoping they'll do better, or they can do better, or they'll find someone else. You know, you keep yourself on the market, kind of, but while being,
you know, this man is a placeholder. You know, something better is gonna come up. You know, I'm gonna get, you know, someone who has the money I'm looking for, who has the body I'm looking for,
Funny
who
thing
has
is,
that.
I know people who are married. And they have been married for years, and they still think
yes,
they're going
get
to meet someone
better.
It's possible you can meet someone better, honestly. It's not that that's the end of your life, but it's like.
But then, are those people telling you to get you? Because even men have a tendency of, I'm going to leave my wife.
Leave alone men, women. You're like,
who think,
I think they're going to get someone better.
Yeah.
I have a cousin, I swear to God, that she kept on saying she wanted to marry a white man.
Yeah, up to now she still believes.
She married some other guy, and she keeps saying
she's going to marry a white man.
Honestly, at some point, women, you don't know whether it's being delusional or they're actually being for real. I don't get it. Sometimes I feel like we have, I don't know, we live in a bubble. But
also, in this society, in this day and age, how difficult is it to walk away from your marriage and get another person?
It's easier said than done, I think. And for me, I know it from a point of, Will and Jada are still together for how many years? They all have money. It's not like they're broke.
For me, for Will and Jada, it feels as if they're trying to protect their assets together.
So if you look at it from that, marriage is not just a union of two people. It is family, community.
You marry someone and you marry like their entire family.
Exactly. So it's not just about the two of you.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, it's really, really hard to walk away from someone. Just like say, okay, I'll pick up my shit and leave.
Yeah.
It's not that. You'll pick your dress, your this and this, and
your wig,
your
nails,
and you're out.
Your hair.
There's more to it.
And you go.
There's more to it. Yeah.
Then also another sign that makes me believe that someone has settled, which you probably disagree to, is the perpetual disrespect. Nadia, I feel as if you love a man, if you want to be with a man. Now, is disrespect inevitable? No. Once in a while you sleep here and there and but if all the time and everyone knows how you are disrespect, like you call him names, you have never
if a guy is broke. I told you, if a guy is broke, you can disrespect. At least a man is paying.
It goes beyond brokenness, Nadia. If I know that he also knows that I leveled him up. For example, I am a Beyonce, and then she marries a Bill Gates.
Gym instructor. Okay, she marries up, yeah.
Yes, she marries up. Now, this, okay, let's say, no, Jay-Z married Zari. Actually, Zari and Diamond. I don't know if that example comes, because he feels as if she leveled him up. Like she is, without his money, Zari would have never looked at the side of this guy because, come on, like there is nothing intriguing. So she may disrespect the guy.
Tanzanians will come for us here.
Let them
Be
come
kind.
for us.
Be
But
kind.
no, the truth is that guy is not the most appealing to the eyes. Let's be real here. Chick is a bomb. Like, she really looks the part. And a lot of us Ugandans, in quotes, always say she put him in the map. Put him on the map. Like, before they started dating, who knew about his bongo flavor? You know, up until when I started dating her, and then all of a sudden, you know, like, he leveled up. So she leveled him up. Now, she could disrespect that guy all she wants. And the guy would still stay because he knows, I've really got myself up here. So, you know, she'll do all the, actually, look at I'm sorry, I'm using Zari again. Look at Zari and Ivan. In as much as Ivan went out and did whatever he was doing, he always came back because he also knows he married up. Now, Ivan had money and no talent. Whatever he was doing, they're calling it, he was a sangoma, whatever. Bless his soul. He had his bag secured. Now, she was living her life. She was doing all these things. They break up. He still comes back. He always came back for her. So if a woman is perpetually disrespecting a man, as in perpetually, not just sometimes, that is a telltale sign
she settled.
That this woman has settled.
She settled for less than she was worth, right?
Now, she settled for the money because, she settled because of the money. It's not because he ticked her boxes, important boxes. Maybe the biggest box was
the muna.
The mullah, exactly. But she probably also wanted, you know, a 6'5", a good looking guy, a good body, a good this. He had a one pack. He was alright. He was alright. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But so if a woman perpetually disrespects a man, I feel that is a telltale sign that someone has settled.
Yeah.
Then another thing is pity.
We talked about pity. I think pity is the biggest telltale of them.
Pity,
but pity for who? For them or for yourself? Because I'm thinking if you're settling for someone, you should be feeling sorry for yourself for making that decision.
No, the pity of, Nadia, have you ever been with a man who is nothing of what you want? But Bambi, he's there. If you're going through a tough time, he's the one who is holding, you know, your head up. He's the one who is, if your light bulb is spoiled, he's the one who shows up.
Yeah.
If your car is broken, he's the one who lives in the middle of the night. if you get drunk somewhere, he's the one you will call and will drop everything and come.
Maybe you just want someone who is reliable.
But
why would you?
Reliable, afuna muwa. He is like you are using him because it suits you. Exactly, it's pity sex. So you are settling because you know what, he's there. He's there, you know, Bambi he tries, Bambi he calls, Bambi he picks up. Every time you fight with your boyfriend, he's the one whom you rant to, he's the one whom like you're crying, he's always there. So at some point it's more of like out of pity, of this guy has vibed me for 10,000 years.
That he's the right guy for you.
No. If this is the right guy for you, why are you realizing it after 10,000 years? From the word go, you would have seen, you know, some qualities of, okay, this is someone that I want to be with. So he may tick all these other boxes, which are the non-important ones, according to you, but he's broke, he doesn't look good, but he's there for you. He, you know, he's available. So yeah, pity to me is a telltale sign that. Yeah.
For me, the biggest sign of them all is when you compromise on your core values to be with someone.
So is compromise okay?
When you let go of
your
core value, like say as maybe a Muslim, you want to marry a fellow Muslim, but now a Christian guy has come. There are some very big things that you know. These ones for me are real deal breakers.
Yeah.
Dating someone that maybe has not gone to school, for me that would be real settling.
Yeah.
Not educated, they abusive, like some real red flags. I would say that's real.
Open red flags.
Not just red flags, but also values. You compromise on your core values.
Yeah. Okay. So you talked about compromise, and my other question is, how do we tell that someone is compromising and someone is settling. And you as you, Nadia, where do you think you fall? Because all of us know we don't have our perfect Brad Pitt. We are with someone, but at what point do you say I compromised? And at what point do you say I settled? So in other words, what is the difference?
So there is settling for and then there's settling on. I think when you settle for, it's usually because you are settling for
settling is less than already. It's less.
Settling
it's beneath
on is, I think for me, it's being realistic. So I would say compromise is when you are realistic about your choice of partner, or your choice of what is your need or what is your want.
Yeah.
So as a woman, when we have options in the early stages of our lives, we will have a long list. He has to be 6'4". He has to be a white man. Yeah. He has to have 6 packs. He has to make,
the list will go on and on and on. A 6-figure salary in USD. He has to live in this country. He has to be able to take me here.
Should be like this.
He has to have pink lips. He has to be this. He has.
Yeah. And we even put things like tribe, which are really trivial. Yeah. I mean, they're important, but they're honestly trivial matters. So I feel like compromise comes in when you are now more realistic about
reality hits.
Yeah, when you also know yourself, like, I as a grown woman, this is what takes my pulse. This is what makes me happy. This is the thing that serves me as a person. So when you now begin to distinguish between what are your needs and what are your wants.
Yeah.
What is ideal to have, or what is just, for the sake of clout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once you can tell between the two, then you will now know whether you are settling or you are compromising. And for me, compromise is looking at, you still have your core needs taken care of.
Yeah.
But the things that you want are not of importance to you, like say maybe if it's like two shades darker than you wanted, it's still okay. He's a nice guy. If he treats you nicely, and for women, by the way, treating us nicely, being reliable, being romantic, money
is going to buy all these things. It's going to buy romance. It's going to buy I don't know everything.
I think it does money to a great extent, but also when women who have money will not choose the person that has the most money. You would argue. I know you're going to argue, but the whole point about having money means you get to choose someone.
But Nadia, do you know how painful it is for a woman to spend her money on a man?
I'm not saying that you will go for a broke man.
Nadia, that's what I'm saying. Even if a woman has money, she doesn't want to spend it on a man.
Let me finish my point. You will not go for a broke man, but your choice of partner will not be influenced because
by money.
You are broke.
Yeah,
and that's what I wanted to say.
So you are not looking for survival. You're looking for a partner.
Survival. You're looking for a partner in the very sense of the word, someone that complements you, someone that lifts you up. So when you are settling, okay, if you settle, you will compromise on some of those things. Yeah, things that would feed your soul, I would say. Things that really give you as a person, make you feel complete. So if you go to sleep every day with this person and you feel disgusted, you know for sure that you wanted to live in another country. That is your core need. Maybe you want to be living a certain kind of life, but you've given that up completely. You have settled. But if you go to bed happy with the person that you're with, knowing that, yes, I may not have the Lamborghini, but we have a room and we can go to work every day. And we are happy and we don't have fights. I think it's really about your needs versus your wants.
So Nadia, have you settled?
I have not settled for. I have settled on. I have looked at myself and I've made the realistic choice for me. And as I say this, I'm not married, but I'm in a relationship. And I'm giving
a committed one.
Yeah, I'm giving it the effort it requires. So one would think I have actually made a decision to be with someone, but they haven't yet chosen me, so I do not know if they have chosen me yet.
What do you mean they haven't yet chosen you?
I mean, they haven't married me. Me, I'm with them. I have put in the effort on my part. Yeah. That shows that I am actually
They have also put in the effort on their part to be with you.
The way a man chooses is different from the way a woman chooses. Me, I chose because I have moved in with them. I have sacrificed myself. I have put myself off the list, off the market, off the shelf, So for me, I feel like I have made a decision, not settled, but I made a decision to be with this person. And I wouldn't say I have settled. I made a realistic choice based on my experiences. Of course, having been in these streets, I have seen what men can be.
Yeah.
I learned the hard way. Not the hard way. I mean, I had been in relationships.
The streets are not rosy.
And I realized actually I was not getting anywhere because I always made the wrong choice of men. Not that they were abusive.
You dated the same man in different people.
Yeah, in different people. And my type was unavailable. Avoidance was literally my thing. Yeah, and I think that's something that I wouldn't. Now where I am, I feel very, very secure with the person that I'm with because he is the kind that wants to be with someone. Not the kind that's just going to play those psychology games on you or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think also the age thing, you can't be dating for the rest of your life. You know, ladies, you know that very well. At some point you have to take the high road and go with a nice guy. You know, you don't like nice guys, but they're the guys that
we love the bad boys.
We never marry bad boys.
Bad boys, good boys take you to heaven and bad boys bring heaven to you.
Yeah, for a while, but the bad boys, the good boys might last. I mean, have the last laugh. I really think they have the last laugh.
Yeah. Okay, so I believe you want to know about me, like the same question. Have I settled or I have made a compromise? Honestly speaking, I am torn.
You're torn.
Because there's sometimes when I feel like as if I have settled.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm also in a committed relationship. And there's sometimes when I'm still delusional.
But we talked about it. We are still in that 1 foot in.
Yes.
Maybe I should.
Yes, maybe. But, you know, why isn't he doing this? But why should I first speak about this before he does it? Now, is this a good person? Yes, they're a good person. They are reliable. They are available. They are emotionally supportive. Yes. But is this everything I ever wanted? Probably not. And he may also say I'm not probably everything he ever wanted. So I've made I feel as if I've made more compromises than, you know, because I had, and also maybe my expectations were not realistic. You understand?
You think?
Because there's certain things which are probably a want and not a need. For example, I've always been attracted to tall, dark, handsome men. Now, is he handsome? Yes. Is he tall? No, he's about 5'7" or 5'8". My kind of man is 6 foot plus. Now, that is of course the rosy.
Oh, is it certainly?
Exactly. it is like my unrealistic. However, those are the kind of men I dated.
But
like,
you see, it's not
every
really,
single ex of mine
it's
has
not
been like that.
unrealistic in the sense that you actually had those men
Yes.
before.
Yes.
But you're overlooking the height for something else.
Exactly.
And that is where...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the tall, dark, handsome men that I was with are probably the ones who were...
Have they married you?
Emotional. But has he also married me?
Question.
Yeah.
You put a ring on it and that's effort. He gets an A for effort.
Yeah. So I have made compromises and I am starting to understand that, you know, there are certain things which are more important than height. This is someone who is emotionally very available. Very, 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 very available. He's someone that, even at my lowest, I know he'll choose me. And for a woman, because for us women, it's very easy for us to fall in love. A man will never be with a woman he doesn't want to be with. Yeah. There's nothing, you know, I've been pressured into. No, for men it doesn't happen. Yeah. So I wanted a man who will choose me first before I choose them. So yeah, I've made compromises. Sometimes I feel as if I've settled. It still creeps in. And I feel as if, okay, maybe I deserve better. Maybe I should walk away. Maybe this, maybe that. But also the biological pressure to me has been like my biggest one. In as much as I don't want to have a baby tomorrow, I want the security that in the event that I am ready, I'm not going back on the drawing board to now start looking for a potential husband. Donor. Exactly. So I want, you know, I don't want to call it a space holder because he's more than a space holder, but something like I want this security here. So that in the event, it's just like having a 401k for your retirement, but you still continue working even if it feels like it can take care of in the event that I cannot work, I have this, as opposed to I'm having a lot of money now but I don't have anything saved up for my retirement in future. So I know I've rambled a lot. Have I settled? Yes and no. I have compromised.
Yeah, I think that thing never really goes away.
It doesn't, by the way. It really
doesn't really goes away. And then I remember I had someone say that if you have to justify your reason for being with someone, that's a sign that you're settling. I don't think it's a sign that you're settling. I feel like if you justify your reason for being with someone, it's because you also need to affirm yourself why you chose them in the first place. And I think for me, it's okay to really go back and rethink again, why am I here? Why am I with this person? Why can't I walk out of them from them? You know, like also keep your options available to yourself, knowing that okay, I am here because
I want to be here.
I want to be here. And I'll put in the work that will make me make this thing enjoyable for me. And also for that person, hopefully.
Okay, so that said, we want to hear from you. What are your telltale signs that someone has settled? What do you describe settling as? And if you have settled, what has made you settle? So give us your thoughts and your ideas in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, ciao.